With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out. Right to the air is Jackson. His first look is incomplete.
Tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On the move to his left. He'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Big young. We saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying.
Comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive.
They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Off play action, it's Cunningham. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Point.
The guy missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. A play fake. Now Cunningham. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him now. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Cunningham looking to throw. That is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devin Hester, a 22-yard.
The safeties are back there to prevent that happening, but they found the opening and exploited it.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And no return here for Perry. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
So they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 22 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Not even 2 minutes.
Teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns?
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And no return here for Perry. That'll be the offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he slips up past the 15 yards on the play. First down. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's down. Here's 2nd and 7. From midfield now, here's Jackson. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it's
from the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play.
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Raiders are going to have it. Interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Put there at the 22-yard line. They run with Perry. He can't get him down. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Now before this 2nd down play. Now 2nd and 3. Now it's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Raiders are going to...
In popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes us forward for about 6. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd down and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs, and he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. On 1st and 10, Cunningham. Running free at the 45 as they finally... Cunningham to throw. And that one drops down.
Easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And he's able to take it across midfield before. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Cunningham. And he is caught. And he's got room. He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some. And finally marked down at the 20.
Coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot.
Ball game. Here's 2nd and 3. Cunningham. Touchdown! Devin Hester. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. All this here in this 1st half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that, because we have both seen those 21-0 pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
And no return here for Perry. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the 1st half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse it. This is only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
1:57 to go in this 1st half on E. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Jackson now. Being chased out left. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds.
Field loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he's going to 36. Jackson will throw again. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Raiders will take over here just shy of the 30. I think you and I were a little now 5 times.
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Here's Cunningham. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Now that was a down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one will fall.
On this offense in the first half, this might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Perry. 2 yards on the pickup with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They go play action with Jackson. And that's to the left sideline, and you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween, and you take what you...
He gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. Using the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Calvin Johnson. As time expires in the first.
Talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
And that'll do it for the boards. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in.
Now a 2nd and 2. They'll try the middle with Cook. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And they're going to speed things up here. Now a first down throw, Cunningham. And incomplete on the...
Get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
Now Cunningham. He's going to take another shot here. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Devin Hester, 66 yards. And the Raiders take a
Someone putting a team on their back. I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And no return here for Perry. That'll be a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They go play action now. Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Off play action. Cunningham. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.